The way that they survive.
Halo guys, kembali lagi bersama saya Patrick tentunya dari channel A2 Indonesia Channel. Hari ini kita akan mereaction sebuah video dari sumber YouTube yaitu Fakta Israel ya. Yuk, untuk itu kita langsung saja ke videonya.
Idf tangkap Direktur Rumah Sakit Al-Shifa Gaza. Saudara, Hamas protes karena Direktur Rumah Sakit Al-Shifa Muhammad Abu Salmiah ditangkap IDF. Muhammad Abu Salmiah bisa disebut sebagai kaki tangan organisasi teror dan menggunakan rumah sakit menjadi tempat yang berkaitan dengan organisasi teroris.
We just entered the Al-Shifa complex. Behind me is the wall that guards it. This is the Qatari building. And we're here to see the tunnels and to go inside. What they discovered here in the last 48 hours is baffling. Just more evidence that Hamas uses this place as a command and control center and as a terrorist hub underneath this hospital. We see all the equipment that the fighters found here. We're getting down into a major shaft of a tunnel. This is the Qatari complex above me. We see the wiring going through it. It's pretty easy to get down. We went into the tunnel. Right now we're going under the Qatari compound. It's very dark. The walls are moist. There are multiple rooms here that we're opening. This appears to be a bathroom. Another room with an AC. The wiring to that AC helped the combat fighters realize that there's a tunnel here. And if we're moving on, walking down that tunnel, now we know that this connects to the network of tunnels that Hamas holds in Gaza. Underneath sensitive spots like hospitals, holding the civilians of Gaza hostage and abusing their right to medical treatment, to human rights, and to any base human right that they have.
Now we are in the tunnel just below the Qatari building that you saw outside. There is rooms that helps the Hamasis to stay here, and they uses the hospital as a human shield because they understood that we will not attack them. We assume that there is another way out that they prepared. It's not open yet. And we are sure that there are way to the city from here. We find another route that goes north from the hospital, so they can, after they attack or do something, they can go to the tunnel in the city, inside even kindergarten that we find. They can go down below to the tunnel and come exactly here below the Qatari building, and that's the way that they survive.
What you're seeing now here around me, it's only for the last 2 days. It's not everything, because I explained before we cannot preserve everything we find all the time, because this kind of explosive we need to evacuate. So this is only for from the last 48 hours. These stuff that are here are from inside the hospital, from different departments. The main one now here are from the plastic department, and also from a caravan that we found behind the emergency room. Some of the gear here is also have been found in the cars that are here.
Kita pause dulu ya teman-teman. Jadi apa hubungannya antara direktur rumah sakit Al-Shifa sama Hamas ya? Jadi biar supaya jangan gagal fokus atau jangan gagal paham, kita tonton videonya dengan saksama. Nah, yang paling terpenting, di dalam rumah sakit tersebut sudah ada seperti barang-barang bukti seperti granat, senjata, dan amunisi lainnya ya. Tapi untuk kebenarannya ya kita simak dulu ya. Jangan cepat kita kasih narasi-narasi yang berbau negatif dulu ya. Kita simak dulu baik-baik. Kita lanjut lagi.
Do not plant evidence in arenas. Israel does not do that. It's a war crime. It's against the international law. We work according to all the laws, and when we make mistakes, we even say we make mistakes, but we do not put evidence in a hospital. Today, I brought foreign media with me into Gaza, to see the facts for themselves. Hamas has been systematically using hospitals in Gaza to run its terror machine. Hamas built tunnels underneath hospitals, used them to command their operations. Yes, command their operation underneath hospitals. Hamas wages war from hospitals. This is a sick nature of the savage terrorists we are fighting. Hamas is using the protected status of hospitals as a shield. Now that the irrefutable truth of Hamas's exploitation of hospitals in Gaza is in full display to the world, we have an important question to ask the international community. What will you do to stop Gazans' hospitals from being turned into terror bases in the future? Will you condemn Hamas, or will you continue to be silent? Will you remain silent? I want to make it very clear. Israel is at war with Hamas. We are not at war with the people of Gaza.
How do you destroy an idea and an ideology?
Well, you know, ISIS is also an ideology and an idea. And I think that I know that there are still jihadists and extremists around the world, in Australia as well, who still believe in the ideas of a global Muslim caliphate. That idea has not vanished just because an international coalition was able to defeat ISIS in Syria and Iraq. Doesn't mean that the idea has vanished, and I don't think that radical Islamism and jihadi ideology will vanish just because we will defeat Hamas. But I don't think that that has anything to do with the other. The fact that an idea may live on, of course, shouldn't weaken our resolve in making sure that that idea doesn't have a way of materializing on the ground. As in, no military organization, no weapons, no infrastructure, and no finance. And that is what we are in the business of doing.
Ya, jadi sekian dari saya teman-teman untuk kita mereaction sebuah video dari channel Fakta Israel ya. Oleh karena itu, untuk video berikutnya terus ikuti dan saksikan terus saya di video-video selanjutnya. Bye.